Why don't we date it properly? Why don't we prove that we are the oldest? So sir's simple question was, why do we need to prove that? What are we looking at here? What is this competition here that you're trying to prove that you're the oldest? What difference does it make? Was that, let's say, where the Vedas compiled to prove that we are the oldest or the greatest? Or is the message of that particular compilation different from what you're making it to be? I've had that realization after a very long time. Because until then, I was 20 in here. By the time I left the place, I was 23. So I was like, no, we have to prove this, we have to prove this. The lawyer wanted to present the evidence, right? Now, today we live, fortunately, in an age where you have scholars like Vishwa Adluri and others, effectively saying the entire approach to Mahabharata and its dating and its historicity is so flawed because that reeks and smacks of Western frameworks being applied to Indic works. Now then the question from here is this then a fight between the let's say the West and the East? No, that's not the point being made here. Any philosophy, any position, any ideology, any opinion that pits itself against nature and cosmological balance, pits itself against time, and pits itself against, how do I put it, universal consciousness. So our entire fight is, you have been ravaging nature so much, your entire model is built on ravaging of nature so much, that if you think you alone are going to pay the price for it, no, all of us are going to pay the price for it, because as Sir said, we are all interconnected. Nature is interconnected. Why is this conversation so important in an institution that is dedicated to the pursuit of science and technology? Because you are going to determine development and definitions of development and metrics of development and its impact on nature. You might come out with fantastic machines to drill and bore mountains, but will you have the vivek and the wisdom to ask, is this needed? What is its impact? Unless you ask that question, as a country which lives in or which is located in a biosensitive region, we will pay a huge price. So think of the IKS system as perhaps an attempt to reorient your compass towards Prakriti and towards nature without being Luddite in our position, which is to say we are not anti-development. We are just saying, at the very least, redefine and recast development, freeing it of its Western definitions, which are based on, as Sir rightly points out, the Cartesian philosophy of placing man over nature, as opposed to man as part of nature. And the reason why I use man is not because I'm a misogynist, but because that philosophy places one particular gender at the top of the food chain.